this is Margie. I live in Vermont. I joined Phil Pustejovsky's Freedom Mentor Apprentice Program a few months ago, and I just wanted to give you a little count of my experience. I'll start by saying that I was really nervous about spending any more money on real estate. You start off with these seminars, and when that doesn't work right out of the gate, you start reaching out for other seminars, and at each one you can run across a speaker who tells you if you're one of the first 10 people to rush to the back of the room and get their program, it's going to change everything for you. It's going to change your bank account is what it's going to do. But you get home, you're excited, you listen to the CDs, you go through the program, and it's not working. And you don't know if it's you that's not working or it's that not, but it's just not clicking because you're home by yourself. And so you're trying to make sense of what it is, and you decide, maybe if I jump on this late night webinar, I can figure it out. And maybe if I get this program, I can figure it out. So before you know it, your credit card is full and you've spent a lot of money and you feel really, really bad about everything. And so when this program came along, I just said, no, thank you. I can't do it. And my husband said the same thing. Margie, you just can't do it. We're not going to spend any more money. In fact, I was filling out an application to go back to a job. But there was something about Phil, something different. And I knew from the very first video that I listened to that I liked this guy. I could tell there was something more to this one. I could tell, even though I listened to a lot, I could just tell that this one was going to be different. And I was skeptical, but there was something genuine about Phil, and I wanted to make the leap, and so I did. It's been 5 months now, and I've got no complaints. In fact, I'm loving it. His program is in a completely different league than compared to what is out there, than anything that I've come across. And I believe that I am very qualified to say that, with at least 18 programs sitting on my shelf. No lie. He's an absolute real deal, and my husband is even a believer now. My first deal with Phil is going really well. It's a real fixer-upper. The renovation is almost done, and it should net me over $100,000. I'm not exaggerating. I bought this completely dilapidated property for about 70 grand. On my own, I never would have closed the deal. It was the first time that I was doing everything. The first time I was closing on a property, first time I was handling the way everything needed to be done, the title, the inspection, whether I should get an appraisal, all those kind of questions that were coming up. If this had been me, I would have just not been able to handle it on my own. I would have given up. It would have been easier. But they walked me through, they encouraged me through, they told me, they answered my questions. And Phil, and he's got these amazing hand-selected coaches who are real investors investing in the trenches with us, and they were able to answer real value, world value questions. So when I was stressing about raising the money, to do this, I didn't know where I would get it from, and Phil's program helped me line up the money. I needed to go forth with the rehab. And when they give you access, when they say they're going to give you access to funding, it's the real deal. And that is huge. We're putting about $70,000 into the renovations. They've walked me through and are still walking me through with the contractors. You know that nervous feeling you get when you don't know what you're doing, you're not sure. They're there to answer all your questions. And I always get my questions answered promptly, because they know the importance of the momentum of the deal, and they know the critical importance of the time-sensitive issues. After putting the finishing touches on this property, we're going to have an ARV of about $260,000. Oh, that was before, when the appraiser came to the property and it was really bad, and they just gave that $260,000 ARV. But now that she knows about the renovations and she's learned about it, she's really eager to come back and give me another appraisal. And I sure it's going to be more than $260,000, because that's where it was when it was really bad, and we've cleaned it up and it looks great. So I'm excited. Beautiful beams, exposed beams in this house. It's pretty cool. So, and I've been into 2 other coaching programs today. I paid top dollar for those coaching programs, and I'm sure, that works for some people. but it just wasn't working for me. Nothing panned out like they said it was going to work. And before I knew it, I have just felt really bad about myself. And now that I just kind of turned that around and said, that's going to be my master's degree. I'm not going to be using that right now. That's great information, but I'm going to set that aside. And I just feel like there's a reason for everything. So why am I telling you this? I'm telling this because you are me. You're on the other side of this video wondering if this is really real. And you're there maybe feeling discouraged and wondering if you're going to ever get out of the starting gate. Even beating yourself up and asking yourself if you did the right thing to believe that this is ever going to work. I'm just going to tell you, if you can hang in there and you plug into this system, I think you're going to give yourself that catapult chance that you're looking for. So you have two choices. You can feel sorry for yourself. You can just stay angry and get discouraged and do what you need to do to have your income. Or you can plug into a system that works, a system that's not going to let go of you until you succeed. Whether you do it part-time or full-time, it's going to be right there for you. And it's an amazing system. The very first 10 minutes that I plugged into that system, I go, are you kidding me? I can't even believe this is real, that I get all of this type of support and knowledge when I've been floundering around for months. So from my heart to yours, I hope that you're going to hear me when I sincerely tell you to plug in here. You're never going to have to rush to the back of the room for another program, because the only place you're going to be rushing is from the closing table to the bank. From the closing table to the bank. Not just once, not just twice, because it's not a 1 or 2 deal. Let's figure it out, or we're going to help you get you through your first 3 deals and then c'est la vie. No, it's about teaching you how to do it. It's about making it so that you understand it, so that you take this skill with you for life. So my advice is plug into the right system. Quit floundering. Just plug in with Phil and his program, and I'm going to tell you that it's changed everything for us. So I wish you all the best, I truly do, and to your success. Cheers.